Good morning, student. Today I will talk about tenses. The tense of a verb shows not only the time of an action but also its continuance or completion. Tense is defined as the form of the verb that gives the relation between time and action. Time is the duration of work and action is the work done. Tense gives the time when the action is done. Basically, there are three phases of time: present, which is shows time that is now; past tense, time that has passed; third one, future, time that is yet to come. There are three tenses: present tense, past tense, future tense. Each tense is further divided into four forms. First one, present tense. It has four sections: indefinite, continuous, perfect and perfect continuous. Second one, past tense. Indefinite, continuous, perfect, perfect continuous tense. Future tense, indefinite, continuous, perfect and perfect continuous tense. After that, I would like to talk about first one, present tense, which is also known as present indefinite tense. It is used in a different ways. First one, to express habitual actions, habit or custom. Second one, to talk about a general or universal truth. Third one, to indicate a future event which is part of a plan or arrangement. Fourth one, to introduce quotes with the verb says. Next one, vivid narration as a substitute for the simple past. Next one, exclamatory sentences that begin with here or there. And last one, time clauses and conditional clauses in place of simple future. There are some rules for making other section like present continuous tense. It is also used in a different ways. First one, to describe an action in progress and continuous of an action. Second one, an action that is not happening at the time of speaking but is in progress. Third one, an action that has been pre-arranged to take place in the near future. Next one, persistent and undesirable habit, especially with the adverbs like always, continuing, constantly. Next one, present perfect tense. Present perfect tense can be used in a different ways. First one, to express an action that has recently been completed. Second one, present perfect can be used to describe an action whose time is not given. Third one, it can be used to describe past events whose effects still exist. Next one, to describe actions that started in the past and are continuing until now and possibly will continue into the future. After that, I would like to talk about present perfect continuous tense. This tense is also called present progressive tense. It can be used in a different ways. First one, to describe an action that began in the past and is still continuing. Second one, to express an action already completed but whose effect is still continuing. After that, I would like to talk about past tense, which is also known as simple past. This tense can be used in a different ways. First one, to indicate an action that happened in the past and to report completed actions. It is used often in recounts and narratives. Second one, to indicate past habits or repeated events that are now over. Third one, the habitual past can also be expressed by using used to. Fourth one, sometimes this sentence is used without an adverb of time. In such cases, the time may be either implied or indicated by the context. Last one, to indicate another action which happened in the middle of a longer action. After that, I would like to talk about past continuous tense. It has many use. First one, to indicate an action that was happening at some time in the past. The time of action may or may not be indicated. Second one, used with always, continually, for persistent habits in the past. Next one, the past continuous is always also used for an action that was going on during a given period or at a period of time in the past. After that, I would like to talk about past perfect tense. It can be used in different ways. First one, to indicate an action that was completed before a definite time or before another action that took place in the past. Second, it indicates desires in the past that have not been fulfilled. Third one, it expresses those conditions of the past that were impossible to fulfill. After that, I would like to talk about past perfect continuous tense. It can be used in different ways. First one, it indicates an action which began in the past and continued up to a certain point of time in the past. After that, I would like to talk about future tense, which is also called simple future tense. Future indefinite tense, it has used many different ways. First one, to say what we believe or think will happen in future. Second one, things which we cannot control and are factual. Next one, to indicate an instant decision. After that, I would like to talk about future continuous tense. Basically, it has two types of ways to use such a tense. First one, to indicate an action that will occur in the normal course. Second one, to indicate an action that will be in progress at a given point of time in future. After that, I would like to talk about future perfect tense. This tense is used to describe an action which will be completed at some point of time in future. Next one, I would like to talk about future perfect continuous tense. This tense is used in different ways. It describes an action that will be in progress over a period of time that will end in future. Students are advised to do some exercises based on tenses in notebook. Thank you.